They say this is a big rich town. Yeah, I just come from the poet's part. Bright lights, city lights, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come apart. Legal, baby. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel.
So last week, y'all, I dropped the ball, but I actually did film a review for last week's episode, but I was watching the footage back, and y'all, there was a smear on the camera, and it was just a wrap. It was like, no, I'm not about to give y'all this poor ass quality. I wasn't just about to do it. So I just scrapped the video and decided to wait until this week.
It was so much that happened on last week's episode. Found out that Mecca is Zeke's daddy, Monet is Zeke's mama. Y'all, it was so much stuff going down last week. So, you know, it was cool to give ourselves a week to process it. But we're going to touch on a few of those things in this week's recap. And we're just going to go ahead and get into my top 10 review, recap, WTF moments, predictions, spoilers, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the mid-season finale entitled Going Home to Roost. Number 1. So we saw the episode open up and Davis McLean, Monet, and Zeke were on their way to the precinct to turn Zeke in. So they get there and Jenny and Detective Whitman and Kamal Tate are all there waiting, and they like,
well, yeah, it looks like you're cleared of the charges. Sorry, but you're free to go.
So they sitting there like, and for what reason? We need an explanation. Why y'all letting him go? Like, unbeknownst to them, Ramirez's body was found because Kane went and dug it up. I still think in the end, Detective Whitman is going to be the one ending up taking the fall, and they're gonna end up framing him.
But the charges got dropped against Zeke, and now he out here feeling himself. He even went and dyed his hair, talking about he on some new shit. And y'all, I really can't tell if dude Daniel Bellamy, is that his name? I can't tell if he's just a good actor or if that man really slow, because y'all,
I really don't understand. I don't understand how Monet and Mecca, I don't get it. That boy's slow. Number 2. So a couple times throughout this episode, we seen Monet pull up on Tariq and hold this nigga at gunpoint. And the first time she did it, she told him that she wanted him to go ahead and follow Kane and find out who his plug is. So Rick ended up following Kane after Kane and Brayden did their little drop off to each other. Followed him to Mecca's little spot, his little stash house, his house. I'm assuming that's his real house because that's where they be partying at. And Tariq got his little ass whooped, y'all. I was like, oh my God, he done got his ass beat. I just thought it was real crazy that Kane decided to say to Mecca that he didn't know who it was that was following him. Like, Mecca couldn't just look at the cameras, and Mecca clearly know what Tariq looked like because he followed Kane to meet up with Tariq and Brayden. So I'm just,
I don't know. I feel like Mecca is setting Kane up for some bullshit. Like, obviously, you know, Zeke is his son now. Lorenzo is Kane's son. I think he's trying to derail Kane for whatever reason because he's mad about his own son. Y'all, listen. It was just stupid to me. Mecca didn't think to check the cameras or verify this information, and then just had his boy Nuss off. The dude from the one episode who he put to sleep, nigga got his neck sliced, so no more him.
I feel like Kane keep realizing like he's getting a little bit in over his head because this nigga Mecca is not one to be fooled with. Number 3. So Davis McLean went to go visit his brother again, and he's still trying to get him out. He's clearly trying to play Sax, and he said that once Sax gets another person out,
we know who that is. We'll talk about that in a second.
he said once he gets another person out, he's going to pivot Sax over to him and then help him get his brother out. So I still don't know what he did, but he was saying there were multiple eyewitnesses, you know, manslaughter, blah, blah, blah. I really want some more details. Who did his brother kill? Definitely need more details. They're going to have to give us some more info about this. Number 4. Y'all, Carrie is so aggravating. Ooh, she really got on my nerves this week, y'all. She was really forcing it. So, off the top, they gave her the manuscript of Jabari's book. And right off the bat, she knew that Jabari was talking about Tariq. So she goes to Detective Whitman and Kamal and tells them, like, hey, they're talking about Tariq St. Patrick. Y'all know Whitman ain't trying to hear that. And like, let's figure out what's going on before we go back to Jenny with this. Let's just, you know, Let's figure it out. But Carrie was so pressed. And then when she went into class, like, kept pressing Tariq, like, tell me about karma. We're gonna have to pay for our sins and blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot.
She gonna get fucked up, y'all. Monet gonna really still end up killing her because Monet told her whatever she was doing to stop doing it.
Monet needs Tariq. I don't foresee Monet letting Tariq sit for too long because she really does need his help. So all of that brings me to number 5. Lauren, girl. Lauren gonna get her ass off too. And Tariq damn near gonna be the one to do it because we know Tariq is a sociopath. We know Tariq is not above killing his loved ones. Y'all, this girl in this wire. So first of all,
She stopped wearing the little rolly wire. She like, I can't do this no more. They like, okay, that's fine, because we got something even better. We're going to set you up with a live wire.
ooh-wee. So she ends up going to Brayden and Tariq's dorm because she's trying to convince them at this point that it's Brayden who's up to it. So she goes to their dorm room and guess who's in there? Kane. So they get Kane on tape in the dorm room saying his name, all this, that, and the other, hanging out with Brayden. And y'all, that's gonna come back to haunt her. Somehow, some way, that recording is going to come out. They're going to figure out Lauren is the snitch. And y'all, if Tariq don't end up doing it, Diana or Kane or Monet gonna end up killing Lauren. Lauren ain't gonna make it past the end of this season. And if she do, y'all, I will be highly surprised.
But I don't believe that she gonna go out unscathed. Something definitely gonna happen to her. She gonna end up doing some drugs or something and overdosing or y'all listen. R.I.P. Lauren. Let me just say it now.
But I will say this, Lauren, you can be my girlfriend. You a trick. You up here you let Tariq use your car. You done gave this nigga a whole apartment. Girl, the city boys is up. You got us out here now bad, because what is you doing? What is you doing?
Girl, he's going to have that whole apartment and he's going to be fucking other bitches in it. Girl, child. She let him take her BMW and go get beat up in it, all type of stuff. Nigga had her car overnight. Like, Lauren, girl, that D couldn't have been. Let me find out you whipped already, Lauren. Let me find out. Pathetic. Number 6. So, like we saw in the last episode, Diana is really out here trying to make a name for herself. So, in last episode, we saw her hanging out with Effie and learning how to scam in these rich, high-profile, high-end stores. And then this episode, we see her playing both sides between Kane and Tariq and getting them both to basically do what she needs them to do so she can get done what she needs to get done. I am happy to see that Diana is coming into her own and, you know, learning some of her own ways because her mama clearly don't want her to really know the game. Like, she don't want her in school, but she also really ain't trying to put her on game like she needs to be, especially being a woman doing what they doing. So I'm actually happy to see Diana starting to make her own moves. She honestly is my favorite girl out of Tariq's girl. Number 7. The second time Monet held Tariq at gunpoint, Tariq was trying to go to the custody hearing for his sister Yaz. So he got a custody hearing set up long as he could show that he had money coming in, an apartment, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to get custody of his sister and have her in foster care while his grandmother recovers from her alcohol addiction. So while Tariq was being held at gunpoint by Monet, he was about to be late to his hearing. And she was like, yeah, so you about to lose your sister, just like you had me hemmed up with Zeke. You about to sit here and get got. Tariq was like, yeah, you think you in control, but you really not. And he just broke it down for her real quick.
He was like, Kane sugared your coke, Drew still fucking that nigga up at the school, that snitch, and Diana stole your money out the bar. I gotta go.
I know Monet let Tariq handle her like that. Monet, girl, you got to get it together, okay? Please.
Was able to prove that his grandmother was very unfit for Yaz's life right now. Should ask the grandma if she done been to rehab for her drinking problem, and she gonna say something. I haven't, Your Honor, but I prayed on it.
Girl, your ass is grass.
Cause girl, what? Child. So anyway, after a very compelling speech, even though he was all beat the fuck up from making them people, he was still granted custody. But he had already told Yaz, like, you know, I'm gonna get the apartment set up for us and then you're gonna be able to come live with me. I don't know about all that because y'all already know what it is. But we'll get into that in a Number 8. So Monet went to Mecca and told her that she was ready to start a new life with him, telling him that, you know, she was going to prepare herself to be able to tell her kids that Zeke is a brother all that stuff, y'all. And earlier in the episode, Mecca had went to her and told her, like, yeah, I know what you be doing. Because clearly you ain't living like how you living, running no bar. So I know you up to something. And she like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to get out. And he was like, you ain't got to do all this. I will literally set up trust funds for all of your kids, not just Zeke. All I need you to do is sign. This man trying to get her to sign her life away over to him because I don't trust it. Because why are you messing with her son in the midst of all of this? Like, why? What is the point, Mecca? What are you doing? What are you up to? And it's so funny to me that Monet does not know that Dante is Mecca. Because Tariq was like, hey, I got a name and an address. And she like, a name and an address, that's it? And he like, yeah, the nigga named Mecca.
She never got the address from him, but she do got Tariq's phone because Kane took the phone when Mecca had Nuff killed when Tariq got beat up. Now, she ain't gotten the phone yet, but I'm sure once she do get in that phone and she see them videos, she gonna know that that's Mecca's house.
So, child. That ain't even the biggest kicker of it all. So, right after Monet comes back from telling Dante that, you know, she want to start over with him, she ready to be with him, she ready to get him a chance. Whoo, child, she is pissed at her kids because Tariq done snitched on them. So she just all over the place right now. So she going house ready to turn up on they shit. Y'all.
Daddy's home for me. And I've been waiting for this loving all day. You know your daddy's home. And it's time to play.
No, it ain't time to play. Monet girl, Renzo's home. So whatever Sax did, he was able to get Lorenzo out of jail. And nobody told her, obviously. Diana was the one who got him out. And you know, the boys up there like, Ma, you kept this a real big secret. All this where you been going, this where you been hiding. And Diana just looking like, yeah, okay. But Renzo also know that Diana is the one who got him out. So I can definitely see Diana and Renzo kind of turning against Monet and being like team them versus team you. Because girl, I cannot wait to see what is about to go down. I cannot wait to see all these interactions. Y'all, look, it's real. It's getting too real in the motherfucking
Number
field.
9.
So Tariq was feeling real triumphant, heading back to campus after getting custody of his little sister, and the whole campus is swarming with police. People are everywhere, and Tariq, you know, he a little slow. Some of his screws must have got knocked loose when he was getting beat up or something, because wouldn't some tell you to be like, the block is hot, let me skirt when you know you're a serial killer? Like, come on now. Common sense would have told you to redirect your path. But Brayden was trying to like give him like a heads up, like, don't come. And y'all, Tariq ass finally got arrested, and they're arresting him for Ramirez and Jabari's murders. So I just wonder, because Kane bogus for planting that damn badge in there. Kane is so bogus, and knowing that Monet knows and killed Ramirez, I feel like she's about to do something to get Tariq out of jail. Let's just talk about how Ghost is still an asshole even in the afterlife. That letter he wrote him, I really thought that this nigga was gonna give him some words of encouragement, you know, something really profound, you know, say something meaningful. And he said, yeah, little nigga, your ass right where you belong. Like, damn, Ghost, you really do not fuck with him. And I mean, that's why he killed your ass. That's exactly why. You got what you deserve, nigga. Yo, fool ass. You know Tariq is his daddy's son. Talking about something in the event that you ever get arrested for homicide. Like, who? What? Why would you do that?
That's why your ass dead now, Ghost. That's what your ass get. Tariq, you ain't wrong. Fuck your daddy.
So let's just get right into number 2. So for the next preview, which will be in 2 weeks, because we got a little mid-season finale, you know what I'm saying, a little break for Christmas or whatever, it opens up and we see Lorenzo giving Kane his props for holding the family together. And Kane is like, okay, well, if I'm doing all that, why can't I be by your side? I need to be number 2. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to be his second in command. Then we see Monet talking to Kane, and she's saying if you do something, you'll have the power that you think you got over him. Whoever the fuck she talking about. And then Kane asks her, well, what's the plan? We see Tariq in prison, clearly talking to a lawyer or something, and he's telling him that he's being framed.
They looking like, yeah, okay, nigga, typical. And y'all know Davis and Sachs already thought that he might have had something to do with it, so...
See Drew talking to his daddy, telling him that they need to eliminate a threat. We see Monet telling Diana that she killed the man over that money, and Diana was like, I didn't tell you to do that.
Diana is getting bold now that her daddy home, y'all. She is about to, man, listen, her and Monet gonna end up fist fighting.
And then throughout the preview, we just see money being exchanged, somebody getting a chain, people having little backdoor conversations, all type of shit, y'all. So, they ain't really show too much for this preview because they already knew they left us on some cliffhangers and they know they're not coming back for like 2 weeks. So, y'all, this episode, these last 2 episodes, Power Book 2 Ghost is stepping it up. They are coming with it, okay? After last week's episode, and Mecca being Zeke daddy, and just, like, y'all, it's too much going on, okay? Lorenzo's home, Tariq in jail, Monet done lost all control, her kids is hoeing her. Y'all, it is too motherfucking real on this show. But y'all let me know down below what y'all thought of this week's episode. We can talk about last week's episode too, since my video didn't get up. And let me know what y'all think about to happen for the rest of the season, because at this rate, I really don't know. I think either Detective Whitman is gonna go down for the murders, or somehow they still gonna plant this on Carrie. Somehow, some way. I don't know though. Y'all let me know where you go. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you same place, same time. Actually, it'll be a new year when we come back, baby. Okay. No, but for real, I will see y'all again in the new year. Happy holidays. Straight path nowhere. Life full of bumps and bruises, turns and twists. As you live, you learn. Ayy.